I walk the line between shade and flame, chasing shadows in a dangerous game. The truth is calling, but I turn away. Darkness whispers, it knows I'll stay. Stars above are like fire.
Recorded live in the studios for Sunday, May 18th, you have entered the Generation Evolution here on YouTube and on Spotify and all podcast platforms. I'm Blake.
I'm Christian.
And yeah, we're doing a special show today. I'll explain why in a second, but won't tell us we're opening the show with.
A song I made called Bury the Light Deep.
I'm actually
originally it was gonna be Bury the Light Deep with Andy, but that's actually copyrighted by another song.
Fair enough. I can't argue
and
that.
After Light, this actually sounds better.
I like this light. I really like your song. Not gonna lie.
And then
I'm really enjoying it.
And then I need to make more because this is the last one I made originally.
Cool. Well, you have time. Don't worry.
I gotta make more, so you'll see more. Do not worry. This is not the end.
Awesome. Well,
and if you want to follow me, it is. Let me pull it up because I actually don't remember off the top of my head.
Angel 062
on Suno.
I literally the name. I have it in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Kayeth Angel 062708.
No, I was talking about the actual platform.
I know. I know.
Suno.
Also, actually, you will find this. What I do is, usually a couple of times after the show drop, I actually drop the song on TikTok and on Instagram, and I link it so people can find it. So for our social media pages, you'll find all of his you'll find the songs that he writes for the show and put it on our social platforms to put it up for the show. So there you go. Yeah. So that's what I was trying to say. So there you go. All right, so we have something special today. So explanation. It is Sunday, May 18th, as you're hearing this. I'm in New York City celebrating Mandy's birthday. For those of your listeners, my wife, his mom. So we're in New York City. Mandy had just completed the Brooklyn Half Marathon yesterday.
Woo!
Well, we are currently either at the studio or having breakfast. I'm not sure where we're going to be at this point of the day, but I know we have an early morning class on the Sunday the 18th. Like in my early morning, I mean 7:30 in the morning. And then we have things going on. So obviously, Thursday show, at your Thursday show, I wasn't on Thursday's show either, but the guy still did a show. But because it's me and Christian on Sunday, he can't do the show without me on Sunday.
Unless you just want to hear a teenager talk for God knows an hour.
Well, some people do want to hear that, but that's not what we're doing here. But what I decided to do for the Sunday show.
Well, a quick thing, if you just want to hear me talk for an hour, join my streams. Thank you.
Yes.
You just want to hear me talk with my friends for an hour longer? Just go to the stream. Thank you.
There it is. So I pop it up on the screen. There we go.
Yeah, follow me on there.
It's up on I have 3 screens here, and it's up on 2 of my screens, but it's not
up on mine as well. So.
There we go. All right, so I decided today, we haven't done one of these in a while. Let's play a little game. And I decided, let's do a wrestling theme music game. But I'm not talking simple ones. I'm going obscure. I'm going crazy. I want to see what you'd actually know.
Okay.
I want to see what you know. Some are simple. Some are just here because I wanted to play them. Like, for instance, I'll start with an easy one to start us off. Literally, it had no category, and I really, really wanted to play. Let me just fix the volume. I turned the volume down for the song. Fix the volume. There you go. This is the obvious. This is an obvious one, but I put it here because it fit what we're trying to do. As I said,
Catching flies in this mind.
R.I.P. to legend Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
And
so,
not any Bray Wyatt, is the Wyatt family Bray Wyatt.
yes, the original Bray Wyatt.
Because
I fell in love with that theme song immediately.
because
so.
the Fiend has his own, and the new Bray had his own theme.
Yeah, I bet that was my favorite Bray music. My favorite music by far.
I have to go with that. I have to go with that one, Shatter, his newest one, and then the Fiend.
Yeah, I fell in love with that song the minute I heard it the first time on NXT. So like one of those things. So I watched that gimmick from NXT all the way to the end. Like that was I literally watched it be born. It was nuts.
And then
so we have 5 categories. 5 categories.
Oh God.
You want to go in order of my spreadsheet, or do you want to pick one? How do I do this?
Surprise me.
Okay.
Don't even go off the shots. Just surprise me.
Well, I'm going to start an organization of how I have this set up here. Then.
Okay.
The first category is called Samoan Family.
Oh.
These are Samoan family members that are not like Roman Reigns or the Usos or The Rock, but they're in that family.
Okay.
They're in that family. And as you're going to learn,
I only know one.
Oh, trust me, that's the best part about this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to go through this because I have 4 songs on here.
Oh God.
But they're going to be pretty obscure. But the first one's easy.
I'm going to say this right now. Playing the Bloodline Showcase might actually help me with this.
I don't think so. These are very obscure. But I'll start with this one. This one you better. This one I'm surprised if you don't know this.
Well, first, I'm gonna make a joke. Why the hell are you playing the end of the Lion King fight scene?
Sure feels like another.
This fucking feels like the end of a Lion King fight scene music.
But what was that for real?
Umaga.
Yes, that's legendary. Well, I love Jacob Fatu coming out holding the belt just like Umaga.
And the picture of him honoring Umaga with the
side by side was amazing. That was absolutely incredible. It was one of the best photos that's right on the weekend.
Is he the father of Jacob?
I don't know the family tree at this point.
Hold up.
I used to know it. I don't know it anymore. I used to know it. But
Pull it up. Just have the Rock point at it, and you got figure it out.
I used to have the graphic. I was on a Blick Nostalgia. I used to literally have the graphic on the screen. Because this is the case.
Well, it's not a stream. And this music is music. That's what this is. That's the category of this music.
All right, so let's get back to this. So here we go. You started easy. Started very easy.
God.
Let's go. Let's have some fun. Because I had a lot of fun putting this together. This started off as one game and it turned into something else.
Question. Can you let me know if it's a team eventually?
All 3 of these are actually teams.
Okay.
But they're not obviously.
Okay.
They're obvious. Ironically, we'll start with this.
3 minutes and we're out of here. The clock is ticking and we're in the clear. We got 3 minutes and we're out of here. We got 3 minutes and we're out. We got.
Did you say?
3-minute warning?
Yes. With who?
Josie.
Rosie.
What did I say, Josie?
Yes.
I had the E's right. Rosie and I was about to say Jamal.
You're right, and you would have been correct.
Oh,
about
shit.
That? And Jamal is Umaga.
Oh, damn.
So that was back to back same person.
And some the fucking Samoan showcase, the Samoan Dynasty showcase actually helped me with that one because they have that theme in there.
I love that song. I've always loved that song. The 3-minute warning were hilarious because they're Eric Bischoff's headband, and they would come out and he's like, "Did you say 3 minutes?" And then they would come out with the music. It would be amazing. There must be heels, but everybody loves them.
That reminds me of Biggie's like five gimmick.
It was absolutely incredible. So anyway, let's continue on.
You say their name and they appear. The fuck did it sound like the hurricane? What the fuck?
Because it's the Hurricane and Rosie.
Oh.
It was a trick question, now wasn't it?
Do I get half point?
I'll give you credit for that one. I'll give you credit.
Oh, is it when Rosie was the superhero?
Yes. It was Hurricane Rosie and eventually the Super Stacy.
That Molly Holly was there as well.
Molly Holly was first, but then she left. Then she left What it was originally Hurricane and Mighty Molly, and then they got separated in a draft, and then Rosie became the superhero in training. Yes,
Shit.
exactly what you're thinking. And then Super Stacy hung out with them until the whole thing was done.
Okay.
So it definitely had different variations depending on when you were watching. You know what I mean? I love the Hurricane though. Funny part is you have the Hurricane Rosie, and then the Hurricane had that weird TV feud with The Rock.
Oh, nobody's calling you. You should know who the fuck that
It's
is.
still one of my favorite things that happened during 2003 storyline. I love the Rock Hurricane thing. It was so much fun.
The Rock completely killing Hurricane.
No, Hurricane beat him.
No.
Yeah.
I meant like Mike Wise.
But it was absolutely Hurricane said it was absolutely incredible. Okay, last one from this category, and this one's going deep. I wanted to read in the playlist, and then I found a category for it. It was actually going to be a different category, but then I found a category for this.
Let me take you back, turn back the hands of time. That's when I discovered, that's when I made it mine.
I'm gonna Islanders.
No,
Hold up. This is the team, right?
it's definitely a tag team.
I was gonna say the Wild Samoans, but I don't think that's right.
Absolutely not.
Are they fucking Samoan? Are they both Samoan?
One is.
Okay, one is Samoan.
Like I said, this is very obscure. This is very, very obscure.
Is it a well-known team?
It is in 2008 when this team was out. It's
What?
very obscure now.
What?
I'll tell you. Deuce and Domino.
Who?
Deuce was actually Jimmy Snuka's son. So it all fits into the clan. It all fits into the Samoan dynasty. It all fits in because that's Tamina's brother.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Tamina's brother was Deuce in Deuce and Domino with Cherry. By the way, for those who don't remember that one,
What
they literally were playing exactly what you heard, a 50s gimmick in 2008.
And did it work?
Oh, it was hysterical. It was so much fun. It was so much. It should not have worked, but because they were so committed to the gimmick, it worked.
And the crowd went with it.
Yeah, it was so much fun. People were dressed like them. It was so much fun. It was
My dumbass immediately went to the Islanders.
The Highlanders, you mean?
Islanders.
Who's the Islanders? Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. I think it was the Highlanders, which is also a tag team. So, all right, let's move on. The next category I have for you is, wait, that's a real song?
Oh God.
People that have real songs and came out in WWE programming with them.
Okay.
Some of them are really easy. Some of them, again,
Do I have to say the song name or the person who had the song?
or both.
Okay.
But really, it's really just meant to tell me who the wrestlers. But if you can remember the name of the song, it'd be great too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Let's start with the one that everybody knows. It's obvious, easy. It even performed this live on SmackDown once.
Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wheels whipped. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wheels whipped. Beat 'em up, break his neck, break his neck. Beat 'em up, break his neck, break his neck. Beat 'em up, break his neck, break his neck. Beat 'em up, break his neck.
First, I'm gonna say this right now because I heard the misheard lyrics. I can never unhear it. Eat 'em up, bring a snack, bring a snack. I can never unhear it now.
That's
Every
funny.
time I hear this song,
That's very
I
funny.
always hear those lyrics. I was like, I can never unhear the song
That's
now.
very, very funny.
The man with the pink suit himself, Mark Henry.
Yes, I thought this was badass. So the 3-6 Mafia doing a song. By the way, so I said before they perform on SmackDown. So, little story. SmackDown spoiler story. Why you should never fully believe SmackDown spoilers that are online. Mark Henry was feuding with Rey Mysterio when Rey Mysterio was champion. All makes sense. Rey was champion. Why would the big guy not want the championship? Makes sense.
Underdog story.
They main evented SmackDown with that world title match. Yeah, 6-6 Mafia do an entrance on SmackDown for a world title. It was absolutely amazing. Obviously, SmackDown at the time was taped on Tuesday, aired on Thursday or Friday. I don't remember what day it was. Whatever. It was still taped on Tuesday. Spoilers came out that Mark Henry won the title. He didn't win the title this night, but don't believe your spoilers because there were spoilers out there that Mark Henry won the title and he was celebrating on the stage with 3 6 Mafia. That never happened. That never
And
actually
he came out with 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah.
Never went back with 3 6 Mafia.
Nope. No, but that was an awesome entrance, by the way. So that was really cool. By the way, that's actually released as a single. They actually released it as a single on their own, which is pretty cool. I found that. I didn't realize it was released as a single. All right, let's move on. Let's go tag team. Let's go tag team. Very, 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 very famous tag team.
These are all WWE thing, right?
WWE team. There's one category that's not WWE, and I'll explain it when I get there. Okay. But this is a very, 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 very famous tag team.
Yeah, we coming now. Drop the bombshell. Get up. This is out of control. Get up. Drop the bombshell. Get up.
I was gonna say the Dudley Boys,
And you would have been correct.
because the only reason what gave it away is the beginning pyro.
That's why I kept it there. That's why I kept it in
That's
there.
the only thing. At first, I was waiting for like the fucking actual Dudley music.
And that's why for a little while in 2002, 2003, they came out with Power Man 5000.
Oh damn! And then
And they changed it back to the Dudley Boys music, obviously. But like,
what is the
it's just the Dudley Boys driven by Jim Johnson. That's all. It's just their
Okay.
Dudley Boys music. But like, they came out the Power Man 5000 for about a year and a half.
wow?
It was really fucking cool. Like, that was the original song that pumps you up at the hit. I love that song. So that's called Bombshell. Absolutely love that song.
The only reason why I knew that is because the goddamn beginning pyro.
Yeah, I kept it in there on purpose. I figured it would help you out. But it was really, if you didn't grow up, if you didn't have that song on, you had no clue what actually wrote. That comes on Sirius XM when we're driving a lot. I play it a lot. You don't even realize I'm jamming out to the old Dudley Boys theme.
It's a good song.
It was a very popular song at the time. It was very popular at the time. So, all right.
Don't you see the writing on the wall? You're in way over your head. You're gonna drown in the things that you said. Time is coming, gone for words. 1,000 threats I've heard.
I feel if I didn't hear this song one time in the show, people would be stunned. What song? What was the
No
riff
More
at?
Words by Jeff Hardy. Fun fact: I actually used this theme for my character in 2K22, and it was finally brought back.
I did not know that actually.
I actually do genuinely love this song.
It's a great song. It's a great fucking song. And the best part was they changed it. It was one of those rare times where somebody came out with new theme music and nobody complained. Absolutely nobody complained because it was such an awesome, perfect for Jeff Hardy
And
theme music.
what I would love to see, I doubt it would ever happen
Can you
again.
come back out to it one last time?
One last time, because technically he's working with WWE technically.
Well, technically, you know what they should do, and this is actually, if you watched TNA a couple weeks ago, they Joe Hendry and Hardy came back out to their dual music, which I loved. But if they wanted to do this one time for fun, they should have Matt come down to his old Attitude music, Jeff come out with the No More Words, and then they change it to the Hardy music. That's what I would do, just for fun.
Or to add on to that, Matt comes out with his music, Jeff comes out with music, lights go out, and then they come back up with the Hardy Boys theme, and then everyone goes wild.
Perfect, exactly. You're 100% on the same page with me, 100%.
But do the lights off? No.
Perfect. I love that idea.
You know what'd be cooler though? They come out with like their old attires and stuff. Lights go out. Somehow they change quickly back to the Hardy Boys.
They can pull that off.
Back to the Hardy Boys attire.
With tearaway clothes, they can totally pull that off.
Yep.
So
They come out. Matt Hardy comes.
That is a great idea.
Matt Hardy comes out with the jean shorts with the flag in the back and the colorful arm sleeves, and then Matt
Absolutely love
comes
it.
out with whatever he had back in the day, and then lights go off. They come back to normal.
I just really need a Attitude fact, though. If you're gonna do this, I need a Attitude fact.
Attitude fact.
That was one of my
Matt
favorite.
Hardy.
That was legitimately one of my favorite things for no reason.
Didn't one of them say he hates mustard?
Yes. By the way, all those were true. Everything he put up was actually true. He confirmed that. He confirmed that in a different thing. He confirmed all those.
Oh, that's
There was
amazing.
so many fun ones. I love that gimmick. All right, let's move on. We have a faction.
Okay, a faction.
A faction. A very interesting faction that happened. And this is actually legitimately with their theme music. And I was obsessed with this song for years.
We walk alone in the unknown. We live to win another victory.
Texas.
Yes, that was 12 Stones.
Story time for that song with me.
Go for it. I was going to want this. Go for it.
When I got my PlayStation 4, I had the Switch and 2K18 on it. It always crashed. It always deleted everything.
Right.
So I said, screw it. Let's get a PS4. Finally get 2K19 so I can save stuff. When I first made my character, I had no nickname. It was just my actual name, and no one fucking realized that's my real life name. There's only one person on my PlayStation who knows my real name, and I know their real name because we've been friends since the beginning.
Gotcha.
And we trust each other that much.
Fair enough.
And I know his name, he knows mine.
Fair enough.
But that same friend, no, a different friend, gave me the idea for a name, and I didn't like it at the time. So the friend that I'm talking about currently, he gave me the Chosen One name.
Cool.
And I was like, screw it. And that goddamn became part of my character for God knows how long. I used this song because it says The Chosen One in it.
And that was 12 Stones, by the way. This is the name of the band.
And I love that song. And then I eventually switched over to the heel character that I have today. And I will eventually play his theme sometime.
Fair enough. All right.
Maybe a closer.
Last one in this category. This is a female wrestler.
And if anyone's wondering, the original nickname for me was the Angel.
Well, this is a female wrestler. And this song was extremely popular. Extremely popular. To the point where WWE couldn't afford it anymore, which is why I changed their music to something more basic. That's what happened with this one. Give me this look.
No shot. No one actually had this theme. Someone actually had this fucking theme.
Yes. In 2002, when the song came out, it was not as popular yet, and this song was given to a wrestler, and then we got changed, and the song became very popular.
Yeah, I got no fucking clue.
Victoria. That was Victoria.
Why did I feel like it was Victoria?
That was Victoria's theme music when she feuded with Trish Stratus. Unfortunately, if you go on Peacock, they changed it back to her. They changed it to her newer music because they lost the rights to the song because they became too expensive. It became too expensive.
I mean, you don't blame them.
So there you go. That's that. What's good to a category?
I feel like it was Victoria.
Okay, so this is the category I called. Wait, that happened?
Oh no!
And this is a gimmicks category.
Oh no!
It's all gimmicks. It's all fun. I've been looking. This is actually what started this game to begin with, and then things branched out. This first one, it's right there in the title, but I really just wanted to play it. I just really just wanted to play this one for no other reason. It's right there in the title. You're gonna look at me. You're gonna cringe a minute. I hit this button. You're gonna be doing a lot of that in this kind of ramp. Is warning you now. But
what in the blue fucking hell did I just hear? What?
Do you know Funaki? You remember
Yeah,
Funaki?
I do.
That was Kung Funaki. For some reason, he had a Kung Fu gimmick for about 6 months. That series happened. SmackDown was weird in the mid 2000s. SmackDown was weird.
I don't know.
SmackDown got very weird in the mid 2000s.
I'm gonna guess Kung Fu Naki.
Yes, it's right there in the title. It's right there in the song lyrics and everything.
I can't believe he's not from Milwaukee.
Oh my god, that was a line. I forgot that line was in there. That's why I kept it in there. I forgot that was in there.
That's amazing.
This is the category I had way too much fun putting together. Let's put that right
You
now.
don't say.
Oh, just wait until we get deeper into the category. You may actually know this one. This is a tag team from early 2000s, but I think you've heard this song before. And by the way, I'll accept any answers. There's actually 3 answers technically with the song, technically. Just the tag team and 2 people have come out to this song. So I will accept any answer if you think of something else. But
You look so good to me. Oh.
Christian? Who was that?
Dude,
Gimmick was way ahead of his time, by the way.
my dumbass said dude. I was thinking dude love at
No,
first.
no.
What? I have no idea.
That was Billy and Chuck. Billy Gunn and Chuck Palumbo when they're an extremely flamboyant team with Rico.
Rico.
Rico also came out to this team music at one time.
Oh my god.
Santina came out to this team music at one time.
Oh.
But Billy and Chuck actually ties back in with 3-minute warning.
Oh my gosh.
Because Billy and Chuck had a commitment ceremony on SmackDown. And then they revealed they weren't actually gay during the ceremony. But the pastor was an old man that was revealed to be Eric Bischoff. And then Eric Bischoff said, this wedding has gone longer than 3 minutes. Enter 3-minute warning to beat up Billy and Chuck and Rico. So it all ties together. Tied together.
Got 3 minutes.
That was one of the most bizarre, well done segments I've ever seen. It was one of those.
And because WWE back in the day, that actually fucking worked perfectly.
It was fantastic television. It was great TV. Best part, there were spoilers that nobody spoiled it because people just wanted to watch this. It was insane. And Bischoff was wearing the makeup. Look, you should look this up. Bischoff with the makeup. He even told the story that nobody backstage recognized him until he was in the ring taking out the makeup. No one knew it was him. Except for obviously 3-minute warning. Nobody knew.
Not even Billy and
Nobody knew. It was so well done. It was
That's
so
amazing.
well done. Like I want to know how they pulled that off. That was perfectly done.
It looked realistic as fuck.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on.
Only plastic surgery looked that good.
Let's move on.
Was it ever going to kick in the lyrics, or is it just
That was the
instrumental?
That was it.
Who the fuck?
I don't even know if you remember this character happened.
What the
This was Eugene, the special needs child that was Eric Bischoff's nephew. Who was not really a child. He was Dick Didsmore, a legendary independent wrestler. He was a special needs wrestler. He ended up at one point actually feuding with Kurt Angle and Triple H.
Oh,
And he won the tag team championships with Roman Regal.
you know what? I don't even have anything to say.
That happened. That was the thing. Oh, you think you know what you say yet? You
What
have
the fuck?
no idea what's about to happen now.
Biscuits and gravy. Maybe a man. Oh, biscuits and gravy. Maybe all that I am. Ain't no ham and egg. Something you've always been.
It's just died over here. I don't think he saw that one coming.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue. All I know is it's biscuits and gravy. What the fuck is going on nowadays?
So this is again weirdest in 2000.
This is the most 2020
Oh, just wait.
independence wrestler theme
Actually,
I've ever heard.
This is 2006 SmackDown. Because this is Jesse Festus.
Who?
Okay, Jesse Festus. The gimmick was Festus was a bumbling oof until the bell rang, and then he became this badass pro wrestler. Dead serious. It was a pretty cool gimmick. It's actually pretty cool.
So it's pretty much like at the bell, everything goes to hell.
Exactly. But here's the difference. You know Festus. You know who Festus is.
No.
Yes, you do. You know him better than Luke Gallows.
Oh God.
You know him better than Luke Gallows.
Oh,
Which, by the
God.
way, it was then part of the Straight Edge Society.
Yep.
And CM Punk in a promo got us out of the Festus gimmick by saying, "I got him off the drug that made him Festus."
Festus is the bell gimmick thing where
Yes.
he switches personalities.
Yep. That's what that was.
Oh
But
my
CM
God.
Punk said, "I got him off the drugs and brought him into the Straight Edge Society," which then killed off the Festus character officially.
And then he
Which
became
was brilliant. One of the most brilliant That had to be a CM Punk move because that was brilliant.
And
Absolutely.
then made him Luke Gallows.
And yeah, but he's obviously Luke Gallows. I
how,
understand everyone
how
knows
did he
who they
get the
are.
Luke Gallows name?
That was his independent name.
Oh, okay.
So all right, let's move on.
That's why everywhere he goes, he's called Luke Gallows.
Yeah. Luke or Doc Gallows, whichever one, depending on who want to talk to him. They goes like both.
He can either be a doctor or a Luke.
Okay, well, let's move on. Let's move on that literally fit the category of wait, that happened when it comes to controversial.
Oh.
Ironically, we talked about him on this show recently.
Oh God. What the fuck?
I remember a few days ago on the show, on this podcast, on this podcast, we were talking about character.
Wait, isn't it? Wasn't he in the Hall of Fame or?
No. You're thinking of Jinder Mahal. And Greg Khali. That's what you're thinking. I'm thinking Greg Khali. This is not Greg Khali. We're talking about the person.
No, I know that.
Let me explain. I'm trying to set up for you. If you jog your memory, because we talked about it on this podcast, where I said this man was a controversial figure who ended up getting killed off. His character got killed off by Undertaker at a pay-per-view.
It's because of the whole terrorist
Yep.
thing.
What's his name?
I don't remember his name, but I know it was how bad it was because his gimmick was what was it?
It was supposed to be anti-terrorism and turned
It was-
into a terrorist thing.
Yeah, because the whole bad timing.
Muhammad Hassan.
I knew it was Muhammad something.
with Davari, by the way, with Davari. So
Muhammad Hassan is Davari or with Davari?
Muhammad Hassan with Davari. Davari was his manager.
Okay.
And then Davari ended up going on to manage Kurt Angle after that. So,
Well, it wasn't his fault.
well, that's Snitsky. We don't have him here. We don't have Snitsky here. All right, let's move on.
Oh gosh.
We're sticking. Trust me, a lot of these are from. There are people that watched SmackDown in the mid 2000s that are now thanking the fact that they actually watched it. Not a lot of people were watching it at that time for some of these callbacks, because this is one of those. Oh, wrong one. This is the one I want.
Call me all-American, I'm a redneck through and through. I got my hat, my pickup truck, and my hound dog, he's named Blue. Some people criticize my way of life. Guess I'm gonna have to punch someone tonight. Yes, I am.
Christian, you have any clue what that was? For those on the audio side, you just dropped the microphone and like, what the fuck happened? Probably if you're wondering, this is. If you're complaining on wrestling now, this is how things were in the mid 2000s. How things were in the mid 2000s.
At first, I was gonna say maybe it's The Godfather because the whistle, but then what the fuck did I? What in the blue hell? What in the country western show intro did I fucking listen to?
Jimmy Wang Yang.
What?
The funny part is Jimmy Wang Yang later was found out he was just an Asian guy, not even from Texas. They just gave him a gimmick. Gave him a gimmick.
Well, that's why his name is Jimmy Wang Wang.
Jimmy Wang Yang. Happened. Oh, we're about to get weirder. We're about to get even
Do
weirder.
you think I'll ever know any of these?
Maybe. But maybe I just have some fun with it. Trust me, we get to the other categories. You're going to laugh your ass off with something. You know.
Just look at me. Yeah. Oh, just look at me. Ain't I a sight to see? The whole damn world wants to look like.
Okay, admittedly, I just wanted to play that song. Admittedly, I just wanted to play that.
I got no clue.
That was Rob Conway. Don't worry about it. Nobody remembers it. I just really wanted to play that song. Nobody remembers it. This one, by the way, is only out there because your mother requested this one. Your mother requested the next one.
Okay.
This is your mother's request. And then I'll explain it because this is
Unless I
bad.
know it.
This is I don't know if you're gonna know this one, but this is bad. It only existed for a few months, and there's a reason why it doesn't exist anymore. There's a reason. There's a very good reason why it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, baby. I wake up every morning, can't wait to embrace the day. I take my coffee by the pool. Yeah. I pass my picket fence and gaze across my new mowed lawn. I never thought my life could be this good.
Yeah, I got no fucking clue.
Okay.
Only if that song was realistic to this world now.
I'm gonna take you back in time. I'm gonna take you back in time a little bit.
Oh.
End of 2005. This person was looking. They were looking for a new gimmick for this person, and they started playing vignettes, and everyone's like, "Is that Chavo Guerrero?"
Why did I feel like it was Chavo? Was this the
This
fucking
is
golfer game?
Kerwin White
Yep.
with caddy Nick Nemeth.
Yep, this was a white golfer gimmick.
So it was a white golfer gimmick. It was also like they were going anti-Hispanic and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, this is the racist guy.
But then, Eddie Guerrero
Wait,
passed.
isn't he Hispanic?
Let me explain what happened. It would literally meant to be opposite of the how you feel. It would literally it did, but it never really worked. It didn't take off. The song though remembers it. But then Eddie Guerrero passed away, and Chavo's like, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this gimmick anymore. I'm tributing to Eddie now," and went back to Chavo. So that's why no one remembers it because it only existed for about 4 months.
Thank God he said screw that.
Yeah. So that was the thing that happened for about 4 months until Eddie died. So
God damn.
speaking of weird things that happen when tag teams break up,
Well, that was the transition.
this tag team broke up and went to separate shows, and they experimented with stuff. One stayed on Raw, pretty much kept his gimmick, and became a badass hardcore wrestler. The other one went to SmackDown and got a gimmick, and this is the gimmick.
Please call my name. Please call my name. I wanna hear. Please call my name. Please call my name. Put my face to the head, way to the left. Oh, give me eyes, give me eyes, so I can see.
Did that ring a bell at all?
Let's see Devon.
You were absolutely right. That was Reverend Devon.
You said one became
Bubba Ray stayed on Raw and
Became-
actually became hardcore champion.
Yep.
And then Devon went over and became Reverend Devon with Deacon Batista.
Oh my God.
Like I said, SmackDown was weird. Weird shit happened on SmackDown. Speaking of weird shit happening on SmackDown, talk about a gimmick that shit never worked.
Was this a fucking pirate gimmick?
It was. Do you remember who played the pirate gimmick?
Brian Kendrick?
Paul Burchill. Paul Burchill did not have a gimmick. And then somebody, apparently, no one knows the story behind this, whether Vince McMahon found some Pirates of the Caribbean or
I'm about to say this sounds like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
or whatever it was. But suddenly, he decided to embrace his ancestors' roots as pirates.
Like you do.
Exactly. It's only pro wrestling can do. And came out to this music. Well, keep in mind, this is in the heart of the height of Pirates of the Caribbean fever. So the gimmick got over. And he started coming in with a pirate ship. He flew in. Like, it was so chaotic. It didn't even last that long, but it got over. Like, it was weird. It was really weird.
And you know they got over right there.
Speaking of weird, people remember it. And I remember him being in the Royal Rumble one time. It's one of my favorite moments of the Royal Rumble. One year.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
nothing.
Do you remember watching the Royal Rumble? I think I want to say it was 2005 when the John Cena and Batista had the big tie at the end.
Yes,
you
I do.
remember, You remember a guy coming out and doing warm ups on the outside,
No,
and then John Cena throwing him into the ring when he got out there finally?
no, I do not.
That was this guy, Simon Dean, who was your personal. He was your personal training assistant with music and powder and all the weird shit. It was
Okay,
weird.
so we fitness trainer got it.
Yeah, it was before it became. It was. I think they were making Richard Simmons. I honestly think they were making Richard Simmons. But it was one of those weird segments. I'm like, wow, this music's weird. Okay, this is just a deep cut. Introduction set up my next category. That if you know this, I'm gonna be stunned. But I want to know if you know this.
Is it a rest tag team?
It is a singles wrestler that feuded with Taker.
Okay.
That was meant to feud with Taker, I should say. And took over SmackDown for like a couple months. And they never got to the match, unfortunately. Because Taker didn't want to wrestle. Taker didn't want to wrestle him.
Hold up.
It's okay if you don't know this one, because this is one of those really, 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 really deep cuts.
At first, I was gonna say Vladimir.
No. This is an M.
An M. What? Mankind?
Mordecai.
Who?
Exactly.
Who the fuck is that?
Don't feel bad. Most people don't remember this.
Is he a vampire?
They did a gimmick that it was actually meant to be a rival of Taker. Because Taker had just come back at WrestleMania 20. And they did a whole thing where Taker was black lights. This guy was the white light. And he'd come out, he had a white outfit and a white thing, hood, and candles. And they ended up being a badass character.
Was this Jesus Christ?
It was Mordecai. And it sounded a lot cooler until he got in the ring, realized that he sucked, and they released him about a month, 2 months later.
Thank God.
I realized that he sucked. All right, let's take for in deep cuts. That is the next category.
The such badass, and everything could be ruined by a fucking performance.
It was awful. It was bad. But this is deep cuts. And the next one's from your mother as well.
Oh God.
And this is deep cuts. Some of them are deep cuts. Some of them I just needed a category. But
Kenny, Johnny, Ned, Nicky, Mikey, and we are the Spirit Squad.
Turn the shit off. What the fuck? I hate the Spirit Squad with a burning passion.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you hated
I
the Spirit
hate
Squad.
the Spirit
I
Squad.
didn't know that you hated the Spirit
I
Squad.
hate them.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that
I
at all.
absolutely despise them.
Why do you hate the Spirit Squad so much?
I don't know. I don't like
You
them.
didn't even watch it when it happened. Like, you didn't even watch it when it happened.
I hate them. What is it? What isn't one of them Dolph Ziggler?
Yes, one of them is Dolph Ziggler. Nikki was Dolph Ziggler.
What?
Now Dolph Ziggler.
I just hate them. Is that why his name is Nick Nemeth?
Well, his actual name is Nick Nemeth.
Oh,
That's his real name. Nick Nemeth is his real name. So,
Nick Nemeth.
so, all right, let's move on.
I actually know this.
Go for it.
Oh my God.
Well, it's to tag team. I'll accept either answer.
I was gonna. Okay, at first I was gonna say Michelle McCool,
Which is wrong.
Late Cool, but I actually know this song too.
I know. I can see your face. I see your face. I hit it. I see your face.
It's because the beginning part. Oh my God. I'm gonna feel so. I swear to God, this is in the game. I'm gonna feel so like it was right there. Oh my God. Yeah. go.
So I started this team actually win the tag team titles in their first ever match on SmackDown.
Wait, the team, right?
Well, the team, and then it went to one person.
Oh my god. Yeah, no.
Eminem with Melina.
God
Damn
it!
So it was Joey Mercury, Johnny Nitro, and Melina.
Or John Morrison, wherever.
Well, at the time, though. At the time, the N was Nitro. Eminem, Mercury, Nitro, Melina. So that's why you have to go with the gimmick at the time.
Or MMM.
So, but Melina, they cut the music in the divorce.
Yeah.
But no, Eminem, we were at the Garden, and it was them versus Los Guerreros.
Wow, that's
And they beat Los Guerreros in their first ever match to win the tag team championship at the Garden.
wow.
And me and your mother were there to see it. That was the same night that they announced Hulk Hogan would be tagging with Shawn Michaels because of Muhammad Hassan and Davari at Backlash. Same night. So
Oh damn.
it was a weird night. And the main event was Triple H versus Jim Ross.
Why?
I'm bad, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better. Face facts, 'cause your opinion don't matter. This a maniac is gonna step on whomever.
The most famous NWO member, Eric Bischoff.
Okay, I actually was in the building when he debuted in WWE. I was there. That was my first Raw ever. And it was Eric Bischoff's debut in WWE. It was my first Raw in person ever.
That is a flex right there.
That's awesome. Isn't that a great one? So, there you go.
Love that song.
So, all right. Next one. Ironically, this I'm playing this after actually being in this city the day after this, the day before this airs. The irony of this.
Brooklyn. Bringing the hood to you. Bringing it to you. Bringing the hood to you. That's how. Hey yo, no more Hollywood. This is Hollywood, and it's crime time. Be scared, you probably should. I come from the streets. I was raised in the gutter. I run up on your mother for that bread and butter.
Okay, it's crime time.
Who is your crime time? Do you remember?
I know. I'm trying to think. One of them. I know one of them's a hero.
And passed away. Unfortunately.
Passed away. Don't know.
And
I had the figures of them too.
And the other one had a website that literally was dedicated to whether or not he was released or not.
Oh my god. Shad Gaspar? That's one of the, was that the
That was the guy who passed away. I actually have a tribute shirt upstairs.
Yep.
I'm gonna hang in the studio because I do want to hang up a bunch of my old
and
t-shirts up in the studio.
then I had both the actual action figures of both of them.
You did.
Shad and oh my, give me first letter.
Jay.
J. Oh my god.
Hey, want me to finish it for you?
No, hold up. Oh my god. It's right there.
Just think of the intro of the song. The intro. The actual intro.
You mind
Yo,
playing-
yo, yo.
It's
It's blah, blah, blah. And Chad Gaspar. It's crime time.
oh my god. Just go.
Yo, yo, yo. It's JTG.
God
and
damn
Chad
it!
Gaspar. Crime time.
God damn
it. So, I don't know if you're going to know this next song, but I think you're going to love this next song if you've never heard it. One of those things where I know you well enough to know you're going to love this song if you've never heard it. And you're going to ask what this is if you don't know it. Okay? One of those things. So.
Run if you want to, yeah, 'cause you can't hide. So you can run if you want to, 'cause you can't hide. I see you don't know who you dealing with, but I don't have it all. I'm a lunatic, 'cause in society, they label me a threat. But I'm just getting started, I'm not finished yet. Look me in my eyes, I can see your thoughts. All your ups and downs, all your little faults. Keep acting tough, it's gonna get creepy. All of a sudden you start to feel sleepy.
Yeah. What song is this? And whose?
That was called that was actually Billy Kidman's theme music. And I'll have to send it to you because this song is awesome. I'll send it to you later when we're not doing the show. I'll send it to you later. But actually, it's funny part about that song. And that when the album WWE actually released CDs with all the music on it at one time. This is actually a bonus track if you bought it at Target. It's actually a bonus track only at Target. So I'll send it to you. I figured you'd love it the minute you heard it. I knew you'd love it. I can't do it. So I wasn't sure if you knew it. That's why I was gonna wait to see if you knew it or not.
Wait, whose theme is this again?
It was Billy Kidman's. And
Oh my
actually
God.
saw him versus Paul London in a match at No Mercy. When I was at the only people I've ever been to. And it was actually them in a one-on-one match. It was fantastic. All right. Let's go to a song that has lived rent free in my head since 2002.
Oh.
I can see my fantasy. I'm so consumed in bed. What I see takes over me. I'm blind beyond repair.
I want this song.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I'll give you a hint. First Tough Enough winner.
Oh my God, what's the name? Maven?
Yes. That was Maven's theme. That was actually the theme song for Tough Enough. And it became his theme music for a while.
That's amazing.
That
Doesn't
song.
he hate his theme?
He hated the theme after this. But this is awesome. This song is fantastic. And it was stuck in my head. Literally, that song had been lived in my head since 2002 when I first heard it. so randomly, I'm sitting here putting this together. And I'm like, I need some other tag teams, some obscure tag teams from the 2000s. And one of them was actually Rene Dupree and Kenzo Suzuki, which is a really obscure team. With Fifi the dog. But I was like, this theme song sucks, so I wasn't gonna use that. I was just gonna throw that out there. But by the way, if you're wondering, the match with Rene Dupree and Kenzo Suzuki was Fifi versus RVD and Rey Mysterio for the tag team titles at No Mercy.
420.
So that's the thing. Anyway, speaking of that time period, tag teams though.
Yeah, I got no goddamn clue.
So this team was an anti-American gimmick. But so when they were actually finally won the tag titles, they were in Quebec. The problem was one of the members was from Quebec. And you know all Canadians are, they root for their own. So they treated them like hometown heroes that night.
Yep.
And they spun the bells and they went into the crowd and celebrated. It was the only time they were ever liked in the history of their team. And this is La Resistance. Rene Dupree and Sylvain Grenier.
Yeah, I would have never got that.
Yeah, so now this is an interesting one. You may know this, you may not know this, but I'm curious because this character has gone through many generations. Gimmick is very, very popular, and I do definitely see matches of his. I guarantee I've watched matches with you with his. One of those things, you know what I mean? But I'm not sure if you remember the games. One of those things, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Really? I'm actually surprised you don't know this one.
At least I don't know the song.
Chris Masters and the Master Lock Challenge.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yes, that was his music. He actually had that, and then it went into his actual song. But the song wasn't nearly as good as the intro. One of those things where the intro was so much better than the actual song.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would never.
One last one in this category. This is from your mother again.
Is this the last
In
category?
this no, I have more categories. This is one last one in this category. Your mother requested this one, so I throw it in here for her.
Para toda mi gente mexicana y todos mis latinos, es hora de cambio. Ha llegado el momento de la batalla, de la guerra. Van a cambiar las cosas. Vengo in time. You're gonna be working for me, so you don't wanna get on my bad side, cause everybody loves Latino. You ain't never heard nothing like this. Take a look around, my man. The house built this.
There's three names.
Okay.
I went from the Guerreros to the Primo and Epico
Okay, you're close. You're closer.
to the Matadors with the little
You
bowl.
literally named everything. That was not the answer.
Oh my god. Hold up. I'm
Go
guessing-
one more back. One more back when it comes to the Hispanic gimmicks. Let's go one more back.
before the Guerreros?
Right after the Guerreros. There's Guerreros and then this. But it was before Primo and Epico. It's right between.
What? I was gonna go Ray and no, okay. Is it it's a team?
It's actually what the faction turns into a tag team.
What the fuck?
It's all Hispanics.
LWO?
Close. The Mexicools. They came out on They came out on freaking lawnmowers and everything. It was crazy.
Who the hell are the Mexicools? Carlito?
No, it was at the time of this video was super crazy and psychosis.
That's amazing.
At the time of this video.
Cruising down the street in my lawnmower.
It was absolutely incredible. So okay, we'll move on. The next category is let me go back to my spreadsheet here. I have a spreadsheet in front of me to make sure I miss. Oh, this is our last category.
Okay.
And this is called TNA Legends.
Oh.
This is TNA.
TNA history is fascinating.
Of course, you gotta get that in there.
We have 5 songs. One of them I just wanted to play because I've always wanted an excuse to play this song on a podcast. I've never had it in the 12 years I've been doing this.
Wow.
I've never had an excuse to play this song ever. So that's the first one I'm playing.
This mother is a bad jam.
Beware, coming for you. The remix. 3 Live Crew. Still getting rowdy. Nobody said. Oh, you didn't know? We the 3LK. Beware. It's the remix. And we still getting rowdy. Oh, you didn't know that we the 3LK. Mic check, guess the mic. 1, 2, 3.
3 okay, I'm gonna guess.
3 Live Crew. And you recognize any of those voices? I know what you know one of them 100%.
Road Dogg?
Yes, you knew that one. But you know the other one 100% too. I'll play it again and listen to the lead singer. You'll know him immediately when I tell you.
You got the truth.
Start the song over.
Dog and we do the damn thing because we can. And I am the sometime Superman. I be stepping.
There we go. Let's try this again.
This mother is a bad jam.
Beware, coming for you. The remix. 3 Live Crew. Still.
You recognize his voice? You know him. You know him really, really, really well.
I know. I recognize the voice. I don't know. I'm gonna be such an idiot.
You're gonna know it immediately when I tell you.
Yeah, go for it.
That's our truth. That's our truth. That's Rod the Cheese Killing, BG James, and Conan. The 3 Live Crew. I loved this fucking team in TNA. And this is the first team I fell in love with in TNA. I love them so much.
God damn it.
Moving on to a legend. A legend. Definition of TNA legend.
Get ready to fly.
I was gonna say AJ.
Yes, you would have been correct.
Isn't it? Doesn't the lyrics absolutely suck?
I bet the song is awesome. Isn't it? The song, the beat's awesome. The beat's absolutely awesome.
The beat saves this entire song because the lyrics absolutely suck.
But when I hear the song, I think of old school AJ. So I picture his old school TNA AJ. So like, actually, I found out he did not like that song. He didn't like that song, but I loved it. So like,
I think that's the thing with majority wrestler themes.
the earlier songs, yeah, especially the earlier ones.
The crowd loves it. The
Like
wrestler.
Randy Orton can't stand his original song, the Roshi Dry song. He
I
can't
hear.
stand it.
Which one?
The burning the light. Roshi
Burning
Dry.
My Light. Yeah.
He doesn't like that song. He doesn't like that song. So,
And then he does not like that,
no,
and
but I love
everyone
it,
loves
though.
it.
But I love it. So, all right, he talked about it on TV recently, actually, that he didn't like that song. So,
And I knew that before that.
what's I'm gonna hit this. You're gonna recognize this song from current day, but this is the original version. Original version.
Jeff Jarrett.
Stop it.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yes, Jeff Jarrett. Stop it.
JEFFJARR.
But that was
E-double-T.
that was TNA Jeff Jarrett.
Give me credit because I remember that off the top of my head.
Yes, that was TNA Jeff Jarrett. I'm actually just writing this down, but that was. People say I don't make fun of myself. I'm just putting that note down to make fun of myself for a change.
Stop it.
So
You're talking to the goddamn dogs.
all right, I got two more. Two more.
Trying to sleep in my ear. Stop it.
I think I give credit to TNA Music. Technically, they have that YouTube page with all these music on it now.
I'm about to start listing off motherfuckers.
Masked.
Masked?
He was masked.
I was gonna say Raven, but that's face paint. I didn't know there was many masked people in
And he was a hardcore wrestler. Took after Mankind.
Abyss?
Yes! You're thinking of Abyss. He's now works backstage at WWE, actually.
Wow.
He now works with actually people in WWE world would know him as Christopher Parks, who was with AJ Styles for a while.
Who is what?
Was with AJ Styles on WWE television for a little while. Last one. Now this is a weird time. There was a tag team that broke up. The two of them went off. One won the championship and then lost it in 2 days. The other one beat him for the championship, held on to it for a year, then went to NXT and won the championship there. Had an epic theme song. This is not that theme song, but I'm just setting it up. This is the other guy.
After this, can you tell me who the other guy was?
I'm a creek swimming, moonshine sipping, deer skinning, beer drinking, Johnny Cash listening. Long necks and rednecks are my friends. Women and whiskey make a perfect blend.
I'm gonna say Johnny Cash or whatever the hell it said in the.
So the team I'm talking about is Beer Money.
Okay then.
Beer Money was Bobby Roode and James Storm. This was James Storm.
Oh damn.
James Storm won the TNA championship. Robert Roode then went on to beat him for the championship in 2 days. 2 days after he won it. Held the belt for over a year and then went to NXT, became glorious.
And then where is he now?
James Storm is just floating around the Indies to this day.
No, Robert.
He is backstage as a producer now.
Oh, he doesn't wrestle anymore?
He retired. He got hurt and retired. So
Okay.
he's backstage as a producer
So many
now.
people got hurt and retired. God
So
damn.
that is where we end things. That was fun. That was actually a lot.
That was fun.
I had a spreadsheet here to keep myself organized.
Jesus
by the way.
Christ.
I had a spreadsheet to keep myself organized. So that is that. And that would be our filler show today. I wanted to have some fun and
Oh my god.
play a little game. And that was an hour. That was a nice hour of our time to do that today. I wasn't sure if it was going to go a full hour, and it did. I'm actually happy it did. So that being said, let's wrap up here. Let me back over here and get. I think this is the right one. Yes. We're gonna do the new Sky Daddy song, Choker. Song just came out recently. So I do love her music, and this is her newest single. All right. First of all, join us on. So we're coming back. This is obviously the pre-tape on Sunday, right? The next two shows, we have pay-per-view previews on the next two episodes of the show, no matter what, because there's literally four shows happening in 3 days. So I had to split them up between Thursday and Sunday. So Thursday this week, we're going to be looking at the part for TNA Under Siege, NXT WWE Battleground, and the Saturday Night Main Event with John Cena on it. There's also AEW Double or Nothing that same weekend. But we'll talk about that on the Sunday show. We're going to do that on the Sunday show. So there's a lot going on in one weekend. By the way, it's a Memorial Day weekend on top of it all. So you're off school on the Monday. You're off the Monday. So that's that. I let you do your plug. Go.
Follow me on the Villain Zane Riley on YouTube. I will be streaming later. Stop by and join. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're almost at 80 subscribers.
Okay. You can find. Come on, I hit the button. There you go. There you go. You can find us on all the social media platforms on Facebook and on Substack. On the Substack, I'm seeing people actually come in there and unfollow us. So hi, everybody. That's very cool.
Welcome.
Follow us on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok at Generation Evolution 00. And comment and like the show on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. Please leave a rating. Please leave a rating review. And actually like the show so more people can find us. All right. That being said, this is where we get out of here. This is a lot of fun.
Yep.
We will see everybody back on here on Thursday. And thank you all for listening. You've been tuned into the Generation Evolution. I'm Blake.
I'm Christian.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.